What is going on, everybody? It's Alex back with another video, and today I want to talk about the map of GTA 6, the playable space, the cities, the locations, everywhere we will be able to go in the new game. So recently we've been bombarded with GTA 6 leaks, and a lot of them include the location that you will be able to play in. Some of the assumptions are as simple as that it's going to be just Vice City, but then we also have leaks that are claiming that it's going to be every single GTA city that we've ever been to. It seems like each individual leak is slightly different and tweaked a little bit, making it kind of hard to decipher which one's correct, which one's not correct, or even if any of them are even on the right track. But I think it's safe to say that there's going to be more than one location in GTA 6. Whether or not this is going to go along the lines of the leak presented by the No last year, where there's a North and South American region where you'll be able to travel back and forth between these regions through a plane, or whether it'll be just one sort of like Pangea chunk of land where you'll be able to move back and forth freely. Obviously, none of this has been confirmed by Rockstar yet, so we really have nothing to base it off of. It's all speculation and all just kind of word of mouth, the leaks that we're getting right now. But if you take a look at every installment of the Grand Theft Auto game, the newer game is always much bigger than the past one. GTA 5 was significantly bigger than GTA 4, and I think it's safe to assume that GTA 6 will be bigger than GTA 5. Red Dead Redemption 2 was a massive game, and I think it's pretty safe to say that GTA 6 will be at least the size of this. Personally, I don't think it really needs to be any bigger. I would like to see the same landmass filled with a lot more densely populated regions, being cities and things of this sort, but overall square mileage isn't really that important in a game like this. I mean, Red Dead Redemption 2 has a 29 square mile map, which is absolutely massive and way bigger than it really needs to be in any game. Obviously, GTA 6 is going to be basically the biggest game ever created when it comes out, so if they're able to take this 29 to 30 square mile map and actually fill it and populate it very densely, I think this would be perfect. It seems like there's really a consensus that there's going to be multiple cities and multiple areas in the map, but honestly, we have to look at which ones they're going to be. It is important to note that the entire GTA series is a satire, meaning that just because a city is based on a real life city doesn't mean that it's actually that city. For example, everybody knows that Vice City is based on Miami, but it's not actually Miami. It's a satirical Miami. Same thing with Liberty City being New York and Los Santos being Los Angeles. There's a very important distinction between real world city and then what it's based off of. So with that being said, in my eyes, that kind of leans more towards the possibility of it being sort of a Pangea where all of these cities are just kind of like mushed together into one large chunk of mass. Maybe I'm just speaking for myself, but I would love to play a GTA game where you get to revisit all of the old locations. I mean, Los Santos, San Fierro, Las Venturas, Liberty City, Vice City, everything. It would be so amazing to see a modern take on that. To clear things up, I want to reference some old leaks that we've had in the past, all pointing towards a modern time era. We've had a few leaks pointing towards GTA 6 being a modern game, most of which having to do with online and being able to carry your character over and different things of this sort. I haven't seen a single substantial leak that's pointing towards anything other than it being a modern game though. So take it with a grain of salt, but I think it's pretty safe to say that it will be modern. With that being said, they'll be able to completely change all of these areas. Obviously, Los Santos would be pretty similar, but imagine a reimagined Vice City. I mean, old school Miami was a lot of fun to play in, but honestly, I would love to see what they're going to do with it. The same city, but kind of reimagined in a modern theme. They would be able to do this with all the maps, and honestly, the nostalgia would be amazing in being able to see what they did with it. To top this theory off, last year, a Rockstar employee was interviewed and was basically asked about future maps in Grand Theft Auto series. They go on to talk about how the goal is to incorporate all of the maps into one map and be able to play off that. Obviously, that is far from a confirmation that this is what they're doing, but it's definitely a confirmation that it's something they're looking into. Maybe they've never had the resources to do that before, but after GTA 5, they clearly have the funds to do something like that, and since this game is going to be only on next-gen consoles, they're probably going to have the hardware to do that as well. Let me know what you guys think, but personally, I want this theory to be true. I want one singular map with a big chunk of land with all of these cities kind of spread out throughout. I want the old cities to be completely reimagined and then basically just carry the new cities over. I think it would be so much fun and so nostalgic, and also it would play out so well. But again, I'm curious to what you guys have to say about it. Let me know in the comments down below. There seems to be a lot going for this leak, but there's also one thing that makes me skeptical of whether or not this is going to be happening, and that is in regards to the video that the No did last year where they leaked a whole bunch of things about GTA 6. They claimed that they had an insider source that didn't really give any information other than that, but the main part of the leak was that there was going to be areas in North America and South America, and you would be able to fly between them. The way they worded it made it seem seem like you wouldn't just be able to drive or anything like that. They made it seem like it would almost be kind of a loading screen going between it, and you wouldn't really be able to travel freely. You know, something kind of similar to how they did in the Red Dead Redemption 2 campaign. The only reason I'm taking this leak more seriously than some of the other ones is because more recently a Rockstar employee leaked some things on Reddit where he basically talked about that video and told everyone to look at that video referencing it. Which means if that leak is actually true and you do have to fly between these cities, my theory probably isn't correct. I mean, maybe there could be one giant landmass with all of the North American cities and then the South American cities you would have to fly to, but I find that kind of hard to believe. But again, as of right now, everything's just speculation. Everyone's just trying to piece things together and figure out what's actually going to go on, but really nobody knows other than Rockstar. But that does it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys for the support. Peace out.
My mother wheel takes me all over the place, and wherever I go, I'm in lines and hearts. Don't need to climb stairs when I'm climbing these charts. Lilith, rolling the solitude dudes didn't come to my birthday party. Rude, but they all found time to go fight the warrior. Like, doesn't mean like some